Hey, this is Matt once again. Welcome back to another review. This is another paid request, this time for Andrew Patterson. For those interested in requesting pretty much any type of video, review, re-review, commentary, reaction, randomness, out of the blueness, pretty much any type, feel free to send it either directly to my PayPal or join my Patreon. Both links are down below in the info box. And this is for Clubhouse Episode 2. So you're wondering, what the hell is this? I believe Andrew a while ago requested a review of episode 1 that should still be on the channel. Now, on a side note, I do get curious about these shows. TV shows that only lasted a couple episodes, maybe a season. Because for the most part, they're shows that are not going to get DVD release, that are going to be very, very forgotten because they were very limited. And it's interesting to see like who's on it, or who guest starred, or pontificating why did it fail, why did it not reach an audience, all that kind of stuff. Wait, that existed? That kind of reaction. And Clubhouse was a show that, I forget what channel was it CBS maybe? It was created by a guy named Daniel Cerrone. He was a showrunner on Dexter, at least one of the showrunners on Dexter. Worked on other projects. And the setup of the show is this kid in school, not so much a teenager, a little bit less than a teenager. And his mom is played by Mare Winningham. He has a very bitchy sister that's always getting herself in trouble. And he really wants to be this bat boy at this baseball team. And the first episode, it's him trying to get to be part of the team, get the job. His mom says no. His mom finally says yes. Things work out for the most part. And this one, this is where it really comes into play, as I can see why this did not last long as a show. I don't know if this would be a rant. Sorry, I'm stumbling and bumbling around, because not much fucking happens on this episode. The lead kid is played by Jeremy Sumpter. It's cool that you have people like Christopher Lloyd, who's the manager of the team. Dean Kane is kind of the star of the team, although at this point he's in a slump. Michael Jai White makes an appearance as one of the baseball players. I'm like, Michael Jai White is in this? Yeah, he is. So most of the plot is, like I said, Dean Kane is in a slump. Jeremy Sumpter, the bat boy, is like, hey, you'll make it, man. Things will get better. Michael Jai White from Undisputed 2 and 3 and Blood and Bone and stuff, he's here as Alice. A guy who is mad at another kid because the kid says, oh, you were on my fantasy you're on my fantasy baseball team, but I cut you out of it. And then Michael Jai White's pissed about that, and throughout the episode he keeps asking the kid, oh yeah, I'm not good? Well, I'm doing this, I'm doing that. It really leads to nowhere. Now, if he karate kicked the little boy, it'd be something. The sister, who's unlikable and a bitch, she stole something, vandalized it, is a liar, and then she gets like a slap on the wrist, pretty much. And then the mom's like, you don't come to work with me, and you don't wear this shitty sweater with me. And the mom like sells houses to people. And sister doesn't want her to go, but she does go. Like, I give a shit. Meanwhile, the lead kid, he's failing his history report. He's thinking about cheating. Gets some papers from his buddy in order to cheat, because he didn't have time to write the fucking paper, because he's too busy being a butt-fuck bat boy, whatever. Stick the bat up his ass, turn him to a popsicle. He has doubts about Dean Kane because now Dean Kane's doing well. Or what about this bat? Is this bat corked? What the fuck does that mean? Corked means it's made of different materials so it'll swing lighter. It's a form of cheating. It's, oh, maybe he's cheating. You really come to find out, no, he wasn't cheating. The cork bat was for this boy who was going to come there later because the dad knew Dean Kane and it's a present for the little kid. And so the lead, Jeremy Sumter, feels like a dumbass. Because even a point the umpire said, oh, you're cheating, Dean Kane. Dean Kane's, no, I'm not, you fuckhead. And so the lead kid's like trying to hide the bat into the fucking ceiling. That didn't work out. And part of me is like, number one, I'm not into baseball. I don't like baseball. I like some films like Major League with Charlie Sheen, but I'm not a big baseball guy. Number two, I would prefer, I think this show would have worked better if it was about Dean Kane and Christopher Lloyd. Like, why can't it be a show about Dean Kane as a guy who's a star player, but he's a complete slump, trying to manage on this baseball team, dealing with Christopher Lloyd, who is the manager. They're back and forth, and Dean Kane, like, why the fuck isn't Dean Kane just the star of the fucking show? Or Christopher Lloyd, or the both of them. Because they're the actors that, in my opinion, mean more to it. I like Mare Winningham, but I don't care about the mom. Just the strict mom. The sister, just a bitch. And the lead guy, Jeremy Sumter, he's kind of a boring milquetoast of a character. And even here, he's wrong about the cheating. So then he goes to, actually, teacher, that's not the history paper. This is the paper. And then the teacher accepts it. And saying, oh yeah? Fuck you, kid. You an F. F still fuck. Go fuck home. Like a normal teacher would do. I mean, the moment I liked the most was Christopher Lloyd saying, because Dean Kane says, well, maybe I should quit. Yeah, oh, it's not your time yet. Oh, I don't know, man. I want to leave on top. And Christopher Lloyd goes, well, if you do that, you don't miss the best part. What's that? Passing along what you know. And like I said, Dean Kane, I like Dean Kane. It's been a long time since I've seen Lois and Clark. I liked some of the movies he's in. I like Christmas Rush, also known as, was it Breakaway? Decent, like Die Hard in a Mall movie, made for cable, but yeah, fun one. He did one called Dead and Deader, which is low budget, made for cable, but you know, decent zombie horror comedy. Dead and Deader was fun. He did this one called Fire Trap. They did low budget, fun for what it was. Didn't mind it. Rough around the edges. He was in some bigger movies. He was in that Denzel Washington film, Out of Time. Yeah, Out of Time was the... I'm trying to think what... He's been in some other bigger roles, but I can't think of them right now. Yeah, I always liked Dean Kane. Christopher Lloyd, he was great in Nobody, which came out recently. Always nice to see Christopher Lloyd. But like I was saying with the show, I could see why it didn't last long, because the plot seemed rather boring and mundane. Like, well, maybe Dean Kane is cheating. Christopher Lloyd says, I don't want to hear it. But he wasn't cheating anyway. And then this boy, this team just seems like a milquetoast, goody two-shoes, boring fuck. Like, does this have to be our main character? Really? Can we just have Dean Kane be the main character? Can we have Christopher Lloyd be the main character? Does it have to be this fucking kid? Why should I give a shit about his annoying, irritating asshole sister who's just a bitch? The mom... Listen, young man, like, that's most of her character. there's really not much appeal. And if you don't like baseball, there'd be less appeal. So again, you're making a show about baseball, which some people may like watching baseball, but they may not about a TV show about baseball. And then again, the actors you want to see are in the background. Who you don't want to see is in the foreground. And the stories really aren't that interesting. They're not really that hard-hitting. I don't really feel a lot of big, strong, dramatic fixtures. Episode 1 did a little bit because it was more about drugs, steroids. The whole steroid thing in the first episode was a little bit more gumption to the plot than this. And it just, yeah, it was kind of boring. I'll admit, it was kind of a boring show. And it shows how little they give a shit because it's on YouTube for free. So I don't know. I would say, the first episode, give it a watch, and then you'll get your feel for it. I think 5 episodes aired, and then they went, and then somewhere else aired like another 6 episodes, so maybe like 11 episodes total, maybe you can find. But anyway, yeah. I don't know what else to say. Michael Jai White completely wasted in a nothing role. And even Dean Kane's a bit wasted. I mean, there's really not much for his character to do. Same with Christopher Lloyd. I mean, Christopher Lloyd appears a handful of times. Same with Dean Kane, because then they're not the stars. Oh, we gotta worry more about the sister who vandalized this religious statue, and go and marry Whittingham. Go with her to work to sell houses. Okay, sure, yeah, we give a shit about that. So with that said, thanks for watching. Take care. We'll see you guys later. Bye-bye.